Good morning, class. We're going to have a very exciting day today. By the end of this lesson, you will know what chemical and physical changes are and the characteristics and examples of each. What is a chemical change? A chemical change is a reaction that usually cannot be undone. During this reaction, two or more substances combine to make a new substance. Some characteristics of a chemical change are change in odor, color, change in temperature, change in state or phase, or change in volume. Now we will look at a few examples of chemical changes. The first example of a chemical change that we will look at is the cooking of an egg. When you cook the egg, the heat will make the proteins in the egg change, and the shape of the egg will also change. I know that you have all seen or even made a model volcano. You put the baking soda and the vinegar into the volcano and it erupts. This is a chemical change because when you mix the two substances, they create a gas. The last example of a chemical change that we will look at is rotting fruit. Fruit begins to rot because it is losing H2O. What is a physical change? A physical change is a reaction that can be reversed. This type of change does not create a new substance. Some keywords to listen out for to know that it is a physical change are boil, freeze, melt, condense, break, split, grind, cut, crush, and bend. Now we will look at a few examples of a physical change. The first example of a physical change that we will be looking at is the melting of ice. Ice is the frozen version of water. So when it melts, it's just the liquid version of water. So all you have to do is freeze it to get the ice back. It's not creating a new substance or releasing an odor or a color change. It is just changing. Another example of a physical change is chopping wood. When you chop wood, you're just breaking the wood in half. You can always combine it to make the wood again, but it's not creating a new substance, so that makes it a physical change. The last example of a physical change that we will be looking at is tearing or cutting of paper. When you tear or cut paper, you can always glue it or tape it back to make it look like the original piece of paper again. This does not create a new substance, so it is also a physical change. Now that you understand what a physical and chemical change are, I want you to work on something by yourself. For homework tonight, I just want you to list 5 physical changes and 5 chemical changes that you see in your everyday life. You guys are so awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow.